He's vicious.
Inoue, you're a monster. Inoue scared me.
Naoya Inoue power defies Sai's pure rage in every punch. Still, they mocked his father and shamed his blood. He rose as a fierce Japanese warrior.
I feel like the hype is around amongst him because he's a Japanese person doing these things.
But to punish these rats, the humble Japanese fighter decided to prove that his opponents weren't just signing a contract, but their own death warrants. Brace yourself, you're moments away from seeing Naoya Inoue tear through these scoundrels. This is Fighting Rush. Let's go. Eager for his second belt, Inoue stepped up to bantamweight to face Britain's Jamie McDonald. But being from Japan, Inoue faced mockery, especially from this fighter who thought it clever to ridicule his name, pretending the monster's simple name was too tough to pronounce.
You didn't know who he was?
I didn't. I still don't even know I can't pronounce his first name. I just call him Inoue, yeah.
In just a few rounds, McDonald would learn more about Inoue than he ever expected. The taller Brit tried to stay safe behind long jabs, but it didn't take long for Inoue to shatter his range and make a brutal first impression.
Taking Inoue back into the ropes. Stepped up from super flyweight, Inoue.
Once Inoue began landing clean shots, the British fighter's pride didn't just fade, it was shattered and tossed out the window. If he once joked he couldn't pronounce the Japanese fighter's name, he now knew exactly who the monster in that ring truly was. After unleashing a savage barrage by the ropes, the second knockdown marked the end of any introductions. These two were no longer strangers inside that ring.
Has been blown away by Naoya Inoue. You feared the worst. Yeah, caught cold, wasn't it?
After demolishing foes back-to-back in Japan, a young Naoya Inoue stepped onto American TV for the first time, acing a cocky rival who believed Inoue was overrated just because he fought out of Japan.
Has he really been tested? Like, all his fights been in Japan. Half of them were at 108, fighting guys that stand right in front of him. Everything went his way. You know, he's at home, lower weight class.
Finally, the moment arrived to turn words into war. The monster closed in on his American rival, setting the tone of the bout with thunderous jabs.
That's definitely an asset. Landed a right hand to begin the fight. Behind the jab on a classic one. And is quite aware that he's up against a guy who's regarded. That represents a great opportunity for him.
The right things. I just don't know if he can translate that physically.
Tries to deliver the body. Inoue did a great job. Left hand by Nieves.
Right, tries to punch with Inoue to get his shot in there first. This is where Inoue has had his way so far, so he wants to make him uncomfortable.
In round two, as the American crowd roared with excitement, Inoue began landing the kind of shots that shake a fighter's soul.
And at times, Inoue has been a little bit wide. But you can...
A thunderous right pierced the guard, followed by a vicious left hook that sank deep into the body like a hammer strike.
Fires the left and left on the canvas and maximizing the power in his punches in the second. He bothered Nieves with that hard right hand off the jab. Nieves trying to come back with some...
Nieves tried to answer fire with fire in front of his home crowd, facing a former 122-pounder. But the monster had already won them over, ending the round with crushing left hooks that left the Cleveland native reeling against the ropes, badly shaken.
Left hand to the body, placement rather than power. Now combinations.
To see how hurt he still is.
You see why he's called the monster.
When a guy has something you occasionally see Gennady Golovkin do. Soft, give it a little bit lift over the top and get it down to the face. Now there's a perfect uppercut by Inoue.
I don't think it's going to...
When he throws it. Oh, and it sets up power shots like that. He'll fire a right hand, even if it wasn't his plan to do so.
He's a pick-em-type puncher until he gets this guy. I think Inoue has to put Nieves away here in this round or next, because it's a lopsided fight. Inoue has him ready to go to the body. Yep, there it is.
First time down as a pro for Nieves, first time in the ring. Change anything. Another left hook to the body. Inoue listening to what Max Kellerman and Andre Ward say. Another left hook to the body. Another left hook to the body. Inoue trying to finish the fight with exact only thought.
What he did, he threw the right to the body, and Nieves looked at him like, wait a minute, you're allowed.
There's another left hook to the body. Listen to the sound when those left-hand body shots land. That is a thud. You can hear that.
Gotta switch it up. If you want that shot, you gotta go away and then come back to it.
And with the chance to put on a show now in the ring. Come to me. Come to me. I'm ready for the knockout right now.
The referee has to keep a close look on Nieves. In a minute, he also to the head, and it's only going to get worse as this fight progresses. Big right hand
to the body.
From Inoue right.
What a vicious shot.
Did Nieves do the last 50?
After the final bell echoed, the American's corner made the right call. He had endured more than enough brutal punishment for one night. That's the price you pay when you dare to mock the monster.
Round 6.
Hell of a fighter to stop this guy.
Chasing more gold in the bantamweight ranks, Inoue now faced his most disrespectful rival, yet Emmanuel Rodriguez. Known for an iron chin, Rodriguez believed his clash with Inoue would unfold unlike any of the monster's past victims. But during the pre-fight workouts, things escalated. Rodriguez's trainer aggressively shoved Inoue's father, Shingo, who also serves as his coach. Inoue didn't flinch. Arms folded, calm as ever, he already knew vengeance would come in 24 hours. And at the face-off, his burning intent was crystal clear. Rodriguez came forward, trying to show danger, but the monster was waiting.
Rodriguez started coming forward, and we on the back is pretty interesting.
Knockout ratio, he's won all 7.
Big right. Inoue early on. Rodriguez took it, gritted on his gum shield and came back with a flurry of his own. Toe-to-toe action, first round. Spectacular. Oh, that's almost a macho battle in these first 35-40 seconds. Good sinking.
As always, Inoue shattered his opponent's core with brutal body shots, then took the violence upstairs with deadly precision.
That was a real treat to watch.
Well, they'll talk about it for many years. Another count, it's over. Michael Alexander waves it off.
Inoue dominated the bantamweight division with an iron fist, until July 2023, when he made his long-awaited move to super bantamweight, stepping up 4 pounds to challenge reigning WBC and WBO champ Stephen Fulton. At the time, Fulton was seen as the king of the division, and he spoke like it, full of swagger and confidence.
I've been in the ring with guys like him. Trust me,
even down back to my amateur days. I feel like this is just new to the fans, seeing a Asian, like a Japanese guy doing these things. It's not new to me.
Fulton came in with a strong reputation for skill and grit, but Inoue wasn't fazed by the hype. Even as the slight favorite, Fulton was expected to go to war in a back-and-forth slugfest. Instead, the monster made his presence known instantly, firing off lightning-fast jabs and crushing power shots that left Fulton second-guessing himself. By the end of round 2, it was obvious who was the hammer and who was the nail. By round 7, Inoue made the call. It was time to drop the curtain on the show. By row A, thunderous straight right to Fulton's chin, followed by a razor-sharp left hook was all it took for the Japanese legend to seize control. Though Fulton somehow beat the count, he stood dazed, wide open. Inoue wasted no time, unleashing a vicious flurry that pinned him to the ropes, leaving the ref no choice but to step in and save him. The fight was done. Once again, the monster had made it clear, no matter your name or legacy, if you're in his path, you're not safe. In May 2024, the monster Inoue faced his biggest test yet, his first title defense as the undisputed bantamweight king. Across the ring stood Luis Neri, a cocky Mexican fighter despised by Japanese fans. Neri had tested positive for banned substances and missed weight in 2 brutal knockout wins over beloved Japanese boxer Shinsuke Yamanaka. The crowd roared for brutal payback from Inoue, the undisputed king of vengeance. And what they got in return was a clinical masterclass. Early in the battle, like a flash of lightning, Inoue tasted the canvas for the first time in his career. But after sharp advice from his corner, he rose, ready to smash Neri's skull and prove why he's the best boxer alive. Now the aggressor, Inoue returned the favor, dropping Neri hard, and with that, the monster flipped the switch to turbo mode. The bell may have saved the Mexican from total destruction, but only for a moment. Inoue opened round 3 swinging like Neri owed him a fortune. Desperate for escape, the Mexican faked a shot to the back of the head, buying time before launching one final desperate burst of offense. The more the monster punished the Mexican, the louder the roars from Japanese fans, now witnessing the very destruction they came for. The brutal spectacle they paid to see was finally unfolding. But that didn't matter, as in the 6th round, Inoue bounced his opponent's head like tennis balls and uncorked a picture-perfect right that melted near into the ropes, folding the Mexican in a heap. "No mas" echoed through the arena, signaling that Nair's will had been shattered. The Mexican had surrendered to the monster's brutal fists. In just 6 rounds, Inoue had eviscerated a durable foe and delivered a thrilling showcase for his Japanese fans. Nair hit the canvas 3 times in a savage beatdown that skyrocketed Inoue's star power in Japan. We can all agree, Naoya was reckless early on, hurling wide, looping shots over and over at the start. However, his adjustment with the left hand after round 1 was pure brilliance. Post-fight, Inoue admitted that Nair's dirty tricks had fired him up to break the Mexican. Without a doubt, Nair earned every bit of that brutal beating, a just punishment for his cheap antics. 2 days before 2016 ended, Inoue defended his WBO junior bantamweight title against top-ranked Warito Piranhas. But this one wouldn't go far. Wasting 0 time, Inoue went straight to business and brought chaos from the opening bell. Getting no reply, his rival grinned, clueless of what fate held for him, mocking the storm that was about to put him to sleep for good. Inoue welcomed him back to his feet by unleashing hell on the dazed Piranhas. It was a total 2-round destruction in front of his home crowd. So these were the moments Naoya Inoue dismantled arrogant fighters with ruthless power and laser-sharp precision. Thank you for watching. Please like, subscribe, and watch this one.